Pierre Buraglio. The thing that I find most interesting in a way about his work is the politics that are embedded in the paintings. He was a very politically active artist. He was one of the few people of this group who actually had the courage of his convictions to drop making art for quite a number of years, and worked in a printing factory in Paris, or outside Paris, that made magazines, you know, very basic kind of printing factory, and really involved himself in the day-to-day lives of kind of the working class. So this position, I think, in some ways informs his art practice. This piece has light kind of tissue paper, and then around the outside of the piece is masking tape that he sort of attached to the piece with staples. So it's a very subtle, very beautiful piece, but the position, I think, embedded within that is the idea of leftovers or the aside, or you know, not the great and grand aspects of making artwork, but sort of the leftovers of the process.
For Pierre Buraglio, it's very important to use only waste, the things he finds on the street, and not very precious materials. And this all the time is dishes and I don't know the words, but it's only if you combine things like that.
He was also the studio assistant of Simon Ontai, who is a Hungarian born painter who spent most of his life working in France, who was a very influential figure for a lot of these painters. He came in sort of the 50s, so he was kind of a bridge between maybe surrealism and modernism, and these very radical painters. So Buraglio himself would actually take some of the scraps left over from Ontai's studio practice and kind of make his own work with it. So it's very interesting in the way he sort of positioned himself as an artist, as the worker, as the intentionally lower class individual who is sort of struggling against society or struggling in a studio.